Let's keep it simple. If you want to lose weight, there are only two ways to do it. There is no rocket science, there are no fancy diets, there's no secret, nothing. There are just two ways how you can lose weight. Now let us discuss them. First way is to eat less than you burn. Yeah, that's right. Weight loss is about creating calorie deficit. Deficit from what, you ask? Well, we all need certain amount of calories to maintain our body, our daily function. And this varies from person to person in the sense it depends on how active you are, etc. But you can calculate this online. You can type TDEE calculator and you will find various sites where you just need to enter your height, your weight, and your level of activity. Maybe some sites might ask you to enter the body fat percentage. Once you give all this information, it will calculate the total calorie need for your body per day, and that is called your TDEE, total daily energy expenditure. That means this is the amount of calorie your body needs at the current weight. So when you type TDE calculator, you will see various sites. Just go to the top one, calculator.net, and you will be taken to the calculator, TDE calculator. Type in your age, your height, and your weight. This is in the metric system. You can choose other units if you want. I have selected moderate exercise, which is defined here, and then click on calculate. So it gives me my TDE, approximate TDE, estimated TDE, and it suggests that to lose 0.5 kg per week, you have to consume this much. So just ensure that you enter your activity level pretty accurately and you're done. You will get this number. And if you are not sure about body fat percentage, one of the simplest way that I can suggest is just take a picture of yourself without shirt and upload it on ChatGPT and ask it how much is the body fat percentage. It should give you a rough accurate number. It need not be too accurate, but you just need a ballpark figure. Or you can refer to various images of people. If you are a male, look at the male pictures. If you are a female, look at the female pictures to see what a body with certain percentage of body fat looks like, and that should give you an idea how much body fat percentage you carry. One of the reason to know body fat percentage is because to maintain fat, you don't need extra calories. For example, if you carry a lot of muscle, then probably your caloric need will be more than if you carry more fat. Anyway, so once you have calculated your TDEE, let's say your calorie need, right? And let us assume that it is 2200 calories. So if every day you eat 2200 calories roughly, you will maintain your current weight. And let's say if you eat few calories more every day, of course you will gain weight because you will create a calorie surplus. And around half a kg of fat is equivalent to approximately 3500 to 3800 calories. And let's say if you eat 500 calories more per day, more than your calorie needs, TDE, then over the week, the extra 500 calories will add up to 3500 calories, roughly around half a kg of fat, 1 pound of fat. Half kg is little more than 1 pound. So that means you will add half a kg of weight extra. If you keep on doing it over a period of time, what do you think will happen? Obviously, you will add more and more weight. Now, adding weight or reducing weight is up to you depending on where you are in your weight spectrum. Maybe you are underweight, you need to add weight. So it's simple. You need to consume more calories than you burn. But we are talking about weight loss. So for weight loss, you need to create a calorie deficit. Eat less than your TDEE and you will lose weight. Of course, you can eat junk food within your TDEE and that will not cause you to increase weight, but that is not a healthy way. Anyway, we will talk about the type of food in some other videos. So here we are talking about just the calories. So ensure that you create a deficit by eating less. So that is the first way. Now the second way is that you burn more. Let's say you cannot eat less. So what option you have? You need to burn more. You need to increase your activity. So let's say if you walk for 45 minutes every day, you'll roughly burn around 150 to 200 calories. You can calculate that as well because it depends on your weight, etc. So you walk, you run, you do whatever, but you need to increase your activity to ensure that while you are eating the same amount of calorie, you are burning more. By burning more calories, you are creating a deficit from your caloric needs. Let's say you needed 2200 calories, you ate 2200 calories, but you also walked for 45 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hour, whatever, and whatever 200 to 400 calories that you burn, you need to subtract it. This will also lead to calorie deficit, and over a period of time it will help you reduce weight. So that is the second way. But there is a best way. By now you would have guessed it. Yes. Combine both. Eat less than your caloric needs and burn more. So if you eat, let's say 200, 250 calories less, which is not a lot, and you burn also 200 and 250 calories, you will create a deficit of 500 kilocalories, and that will add up to 3500 kilocalories per week. Experts typically recommend that you target not more than half a kg of weight loss per week. Listen to experts, read on this subject, consult your doctor if needed, but This is a safe way to approach. And the best way to cut the extra calories that you are consuming is to target the high caloric density foods. Let's say you eat sandwich, any sandwich, and you put cheese on it, right? So that cheese is a high calorie dense food. Removing that, removing fried foods, oily items, because see, among carb, protein, and fat, the three macronutrients, fat is the highest calorie density food. I think a fat carries 9 calories or something, and carb and protein carry around 4. So if you reduce fat, small fat, you end up reducing a lot of calories from your food. So be careful about it, like chips and all those things, right? They are small in quantity, but they have a lot of calories in it. So the simple targets are fat, sugar, and things like that, right? Fried items. And that is the easiest way to reduce your calories. And because sometimes you feel like eating, you feel like hungry and all, you can eat salads. You can eat cucumber, you can peel a carrot and eat it. Or you can make sprouts handy. 1 cup of sprout is approximately 90 to 100 calories. I'm talking about moong sprouts, which I consume very often, almost daily. I consume sprouts daily. I make it, and it has become such a big part of my daily routine that if I don't have my sprouts, it feels like I have, not eaten anything healthy. It feels like I'm just eating junk food, even though I'm eating homemade food. We'll have a very detailed discussion about food, type of foods, and what is my personal preference. Not just on hearsay, I will cite various references about why I'm leaning towards a certain type of diet. And when I say that, I will back myself with a lot of books that I have studied deeply and also experimented on myself to come to this conclusion. Coming back to our weight loss topic, now you know that you have to do only two things. And I would recommend that you do both together, which is cut the calorie intake, increase your calorie expenditure. It's the simplest thing. You can go for a walk, and if you do that, probably you will start enjoying it more. I prefer morning walk, early morning walk, but if your schedule, your situation doesn't allow that, you can go for a walk anytime. There are people who go for a walk post lunch or in the evening or in the night. It doesn't matter when. The best time for you is the time that you can allocate. Do your best, but please incorporate some activity. And walking is very gentle as well. If I can give you one good tip about ensuring that you consume less calories, is to start logging your food. Use an app like MyFitnessPal, and once you start entering your breakfast, lunch, dinner, etc., right, whatever you eat, once you start entering it here, entering it in the app, you will notice, you will become aware, you will slowly start becoming mindful of what you are eating. The beauty of awareness is that in itself it is very helpful. Sometimes we do a lot of things without awareness, but what logging your food does is that it brings awareness to your eating patterns, your eating choices, the foods that you eat, the frequency, etc. And as you start this habit of logging your food daily, you yourself at times will feel or notice certain disruptive patterns that you would want to get rid of. So just start logging if you are not doing that already. That should be a great help. Believe me, I have been logging food for a long time now, and I don't do it throughout the day. I do it at the end of the day, or sometimes if I forget in the night, I'll do it in the next morning. Because if it is more than 2 days, I myself don't remember what I have eaten unless I have taken photo of the food on that day. So don't delay it a lot. Either do it at the end of the day or maximum next day morning, and add everything. Add everything. Even if you are having a cup of tea, add it. And if you think that the option of food that you are shown on MyFitnessPal is not matching the type of food or the quantity exactly, you can create your own recipes. You put the ingredients that you think are there in the food, if it is homemade food. Otherwise, use whatever is proposed roughly. It is never precise. The amount of calorie that you have eaten, that number is never precise. It is just a ballpark figure, but that is good enough. Use that, and also use these online tools, AI tools, ChatGPT, Google, Copilot. There are a lot of information available on these topics to calculate your TDEE, to calculate your fat percentage, etc. Because I truly believe that awareness is the foundation of any beginning, because you cannot change what you are not aware about, right? So once you start becoming aware, the other actions gradually follow. And if you are carrying an extra weight, it is definitely hindering your quality of life. I say this because I notice that the little extra weight that I'm carrying is impacting my running, in the sense it is putting more pressure on my knees and shins, etc. So I can imagine that if the lighter I get, the better my running will be. And it is generally also applicable that the lighter you are, the more agile you will be, but it depends from person to person. So if you want to lose weight, these are the best two ways. Apply both. You don't need a guru or me to tell you what needs to be done. You already know this, right? The question is whether you will do it or not. So whether your goal is six-pack abs or ability to climb a flight of stairs without panting, start with this. Eat a bit less, move a bit more. That's all. Do this consistently and the results will be in front of you. I'll talk more about diets, type of foods, etc. in another video. Until then, stay active, eat mindfully, and keep moving forward. If you are on a similar journey or have questions about your fitness goals, drop them in the comments. And don't forget to share this with your friend who keeps Googling how to lose fat or how to lose weight. See you in another video. Thank you for watching.